Well, how are we doing out there? I hope you're all absolutely spot on, and thank you very much for watching this video. Now, I've been shopping. I've been to ASDA. Come and have a look what I've got. So we're going to have a beef burger off. I went to ASDA's and I seen these 10 beef burgers. Smart price. Coming in at 496 grams. And they were £1.62. And next to them was the ASDA own 10 beef burgers. Coming in at 568 grams, so it's a bigger box, isn't it? I'm going to weigh them as well. And these were £3.80. And the difference is £2.18. So I want to buy, I want to see if these are worth, or these are worth £2.18 more. So we're going to have a burger off. Well, this video should have come yesterday. It's Sunday today. This will be going out later on. I did me live on Friday night and I was rough yesterday. I don't know what it was. I was pretty rough and there's no way I could go on video. I'm going to just turn my coffee machine off. So this is coming out Sunday. I put the bacon video out yesterday. A lot of people saying, "Wow, that grew back fast." I tell you, how does it look now with the beard off? I had a great night Friday night. Fantastic night. I'm gonna give you shout outs in a minute to everyone who was on the super chats and also PayPal. In fact, I'm gonna do that right now. So. This is everyone who's donated to the channel on the night. Thank you all very much. You all deserve a shout out in my books. You really do. You made the night. Well, you all made the night. So it's Miss Mary H. Dream. I do apologise if I get the names wrong. Simon Bray, Mr. Stevie Mojo. Thank you very much. Haymaker Sunglasses, Paul Quinn, Alan Pope, Roman Dame, Stuart Barker, Miles FB. Roman Dame, Stephen Worthy, Mark Jones, John Joffrey, Tyler D, Simsy, Ian M, Mr. Stevie Mojo, John White, Carl Toole, Neil West, Mr. Stevie Mojo, Bubba Bar, Sarah Parsons, Jason Pye, Simsy, Colin Allen, Jason Pye, Wendy Kavanagh, Big Andy, Didcot Twist, Mr. Stevie Mojo, Amy, Barclay Yonks, Jamie C, Lisa Capes, Paul Major, Hannah Oswald, Sandra Davey, Mr. Stevie Mojo, Vamp Diva, Colin Bell, Jimmy 1978, Roman Dave, Gem Girl, Martin Keeping, J Don, Marty MC, PC, Sir Spuddy, Paul Mooney, Simsy, Sarah Parson, Richard Caswell, Eric Prigg. Thank you all very much who donated on the night and also on my PayPal account as well. Wow, I can't believe it. Michael Johnson, Malcolm Cooper, Andrew Noble, Anne Moore, Stephen Gately, Patrick Murphy, Jane Farrell, John Stokes, Lyndon Warren, Mark Stewson, Michael Gray and Robert Brailsford. Wow, I'm absolutely over the moon. You know, it's your generosity, it pays for all this sort of stuff. You know, all the food I buy, it pays for that and stuff for the ninja. I had a great night. It was rough yesterday though. Oh, it was so rough yesterday. It really was. I'll be doing another live in a fortnight's time. It won't be this Friday, it'll be next Friday. And I'm going to have 2 weeks off the booze now as well. So anyway, let's get into these beef burgers. I'm dying to try these. I'd like to know if it's worth, you know, £2.18, a lot of money. It's a lot of money, and if I can, you know, if there's not much taste, you know, in difference, then is it worth it? Is it worth that? If you're on a budget, it's a lot of money. It all adds up, doesn't it, if you've got a big family to feed? So let's get into these and see what they're like. So I'm going to get into these smart price beef burgers. If this is your sort of a video, please give it a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribing. On the night I hit 20,000 foodies who joined, and I noticed when I mentioned it, the subscriber count went up about 50. So thank you all very much for the new foodies who've joined the channel. I really do appreciate it. And leave a comment as well, let me know if you get these burgers. So I'm going to open the two boxes together and have a look at them. Side by side comparison, because you know it's your hard-earned cash that you're parting with at the end of the day when you buy these, aren't you? Well, let's have a look at that. These are the cheap ones and these are the expensive ones. So they're a darker colour, the more expensive ones, and I've got a feeling why in a minute. And they look a little bit fatter as well, just a little bit fatter. But they're the same sort of size, aren't they? Maybe a little bit bigger in circumference. But, I mean, yeah, not a lot in it, to be honest. I won't get them mixed up. So these are they're them and they're them. So let's have a look at the boxes. At the ingredients, if I can do a side by side. There we go, look, that's it. Get them both in. I know it's far away, but there we go. There's the ingredients there, look, on the left-hand side at the top. You've got in the most expensive ones, you've got beef 80%. There, look. And in the cheaper ones, you've got the beef at 62%. So you've got less beef. You've got 18% less beef in the cheaper ones. And like I say, the more expensive ones, the heavier, 568 grams plays 496 grams. There, look. And they're both packed in the UK, and it's both British beef as well. So they're probably packed at the same place. Now let's have a look at the nutrition. So in the more expensive ones, you've got grilled per burger, you've got 97 calories, look. And in the cheap one, you've got 99 calories. Well, that's not a lot, is it, that? I was thinking there'd be a lot more than that, to be fair. You've got onions in the most expensive, 8%. And you've got soya. You've got a few allergens as well there, haven't you? You've got wheat and you've got soya. And you've got wheat and soya in the cheap ones as well. Beef burgers with onions and seasoning. Beef burgers with onions and seasoning. So they're pretty much par for par, apart from the beef difference there, look, is 80 plays 62 of 18%. And there's more protein as well. There's more protein in the most expensive ones, look. And that's coming in at 10 grams. And the cheaper one is coming in at 6.7 grams. Ways to cook. So I'm going to do them in the grill. And the more expensive ones are 10 to 12 minutes, look, at the top in green. And the cheaper ones there are 8 to 10 minutes, because that'll probably be the difference in size. But are they worth £2.18 more for the box, or are you just paying for, you know, the colour and ASDA and that lovely picture on there? Are you paying for that? We need to find out. So let's get them open and have a look at them. I'm going to weigh them as well. So you can see that they're a bit... This is the more expensive one, and that's the cheaper one, look. There we go, look. So I'm going to weigh them now. I'm going to weigh them after as well. See what they see what it's like. Can you see? Are we in shot there? Yeah, I don't want you to miss anything. Right, we're on. So that's that one. In grams, let's have a look. So 51 grams, look, for the cheap one. 51 plays 57. 51 plays 57, so you got 6 grams. My maths are correct. So just going on, I've got a little traffic light system here, look. Basically, as a comparison. And I've just noticed in the cheap ones, you're getting salt as 0.28 in the cheap one, and in the expensive one, you're getting salt as in 0.43. So the sugars are 0.5, the sugars are the same. Look at the saturates in the cheap one, 2.5 versus 2.1 in the more expensive, and 5.5 and 5.6. So the difference there, the big one, is the salt. There's more salt in the more expensive one. Well, that'll show in the flavour taste off, won't it? Right, I think that's that cheap, yeah. Right, I'm going to get them in the grill now. Let's come with me over here. So I've got the grill on. I've just turned it on actually. It's warming up. So I learned a little trick to stop the burgers sticking to the grill. Just get some kitchen roll and just basically oil it. Oil that roll and just wipe it over the grills. So that's what I'm going to do now. I've got some oil. I'm just going to wipe that over the grills up on here, and it stops it sticking. And I learnt that off the barbecue programme on the television, like that. So that oil will get on that grill. That's the plan anyway. So let's get these on. So that's the cheap one, and that's the more expensive one on the right hand side, as it goes like that. So let's get these in here. There we go. So they're in now. So they're both done. Here they are. Look, this is the cheap one and this is the more expensive one. £2.18 difference. Can you tell the difference? When I cooked them, I'll just show you the oil. Seemed to be a bit more oil come out of the cheaper one. Well, no, probably exactly the same, and they didn't stick neither. They never stuck to the rack. So that oiling trick does work. They just come straight off. So let's weigh them. Let's get these weighed. So the cheap one, no, I've written it down here actually. The cheap one was 51 grams frozen. So it's gone down to 37. And the more expensive one was 57 grams frozen. So that's gone down to 40. So I'm going to work the maths out now. So there's the difference. So basically, the cheapest one was 51 grams frozen, and then after when I cooked it, it'd gone down to 37, and it had lost 14 grams. That's all. The more expensive one was 57 grams frozen, and after I cooked it, it went down to 40 grams, and that was a bigger difference of 17 grams. So there you go, look. That is that. So it's very important time now. It's a taste test time, isn't it? Let's see what it tastes like. Let's get it cut in half first. Let's get them both cut in half. I've got my water there, look. So this is a cheap and the more expensive, look. There we go, look. Hang on a minute, let's have a look. See if I can get this. So cheap on my left, that's right, yeah. So this is the cheap one. There's the more expensive one. And I can't get a bit of better light for you. I've only got two hands. So you can see the onion in the cheap one, can't you? And they pretty much look like just the same, really. I mean, it's a little bit bigger burger, isn't it? What's that difference when cooked? Well, 37 grams play 40. So you've only got 3 grams difference in weight. This is 3 grams heavier, the more expensive one. So let's try them. It's all in the try, isn't it? All in the taste test, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I like it. Just takes me right back to when I was a kid growing up in the 70s. Used to have burgers. Used to have the real cheap ones with onion in. I loved them. Really did. They're tasty. I like them. I mean, to be honest, it does need a bit of seasoning. So let's have the more expensive one. You can taste the difference. It's more meatier. It does taste beefier, and that's probably because of the content. It's got 18% more, I think. It still needs a little bit of seasoning for me, but it's nearly there. It is nearly there. I mean, both lovely burgers though, I'll be honest. They're tasty. I like them both. Try the cheaper one. Does need more seasoning. And the more expensive one. I've made my mind up. But there's not a lot in it. Not a lot in it at all. Certainly not worth £2.18p more. The tastiest burger is the more expensive one. But there's hardly anything in it. It's a little bit more meatier, beefier. I'm getting that. The texture and the flavour. Still needs a bit of seasoning for me, but it is the tastier one. The cheaper one, it's £2.18, remember? You know, it's a lot of money. It all adds up, a lot of money. You know, for value for money, it definitely has the smart price because it just needs a little bit of salt, that's all. You haven't got the flavour. It's just a little lacking behind the flavour of the more expensive one, and that's because of the beef content, I would imagine. They both still need seasoning, but it's not worth £2.18 difference. It is not worth that at all, in my opinion. No, it isn't. And it's only 4 grams lighter as well once it's cooked. So it's shrunk a lot more, hasn't it? So there you go. It depends what your budget is, really, at the end of the day, and what you can afford. But, you know, if you're on a budget, definitely the ASDA Smart price, because it's very little in it, very little in it. And when you get them in a bun with a load of ketchup and mayonnaise or whatever you have in there, burger relish, lettuce, tomatoes, bacon, cheese, you're not going to taste that difference. You are not going to go, oh, this is the cheaper one or this is the expensive one. You're not going to taste that difference. So that is my opinion. You might have different opinions, and that's all very well, but there we go, that's my verdict. So thanks for watching. If you got this far, I doff my cap to you, and like I say again, thank you for all the donations and thank you for watching. So take care, all the best. Have I got anything else to say? I'll see you on the next video. Brilliant night Friday night, brilliant, loved it. Had a great time, I really did. Paid for it yesterday though, I really did. It was rough. I was rough as a seal's ball back. So I'll catch you on the next one.